Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today we are going to explore one of the most entertaining and cleverly written short stories in English literature, The Open Window by Saki. At first, the story seems to describe an ordinary visit to a country house. However, beneath this simple situation lies a brilliant tale of imagination, deception, irony, and human psychology. Through humor and an unexpected ending, Saki shows how easily appearances can mislead us. First, let's look at what happens in the story. The story follows Frampton Nuttall, a nervous man who visits the countryside hoping that rest will improve his health. While waiting to meet Mrs. Sappleton, he is welcomed by her 15-year-old niece, Vera. To amuse herself, Vera invents a tragic story. She tells Frampton that Mrs. Sappleton's husband and two brothers disappeared while hunting 3 years earlier, and that her aunt still keeps the window open, hoping they will return. Soon afterward, 3 men and a dog appear through the open window exactly as Vera had described. Believing that he has seen ghosts, Frampton panics and runs away. Vera then creates another false story to explain his sudden departure, leaving everyone amused. Now let's examine the elements of prose. To understand The Open Window, we can analyze 6 important elements of prose. These elements help us understand how suspense and humor are created, how the characters influence the story, and what message the writer conveys. First, let's meet the characters. Frampton Nuttall is a nervous man who has come to the countryside for rest. His anxiety makes him easy to deceive. Vera is intelligent, imaginative, and an excellent storyteller. She invents convincing stories for her own amusement. Mrs. Sappleton is friendly and cheerful, completely unaware of Vera's prank. Her husband and brothers unknowingly become part of Vera's clever deception when they return from hunting. Now let's look at the setting. The story takes place in the peaceful English countryside. Most of the events occur inside Mrs. Sappleton's drawing room, where a large French window remains open. This peaceful setting creates a feeling of comfort at first. However, the open window gradually becomes the center of mystery, suspense, and finally humor. Next, let's follow the plot step by step. The plot of The Open Window develops quickly and ends with an unexpected twist. Exposition. The story begins when Frampton Nuttall visits Mrs. Sappleton's house to recover from his nervous illness. While waiting, he meets Vera. Rising action. Vera tells him a tragic story about Mrs. Sappleton's husband and brothers, who supposedly died years ago, explaining why the window is always left open. Climax. The turning point occurs when the hunters suddenly return through the open window, exactly as Vera had described. Falling action. Terrified, Frampton believes he has seen ghosts and rushes out of the house without saying goodbye. Resolution. Vera calmly invents another false explanation for Frampton's strange behavior, showing her remarkable talent for creating believable stories. Now let's explore the deeper themes. One major theme is appearance versus reality. Things are not always what they seem. Another important theme is imagination, shown through Vera's creative storytelling. The story also explores deception, as Vera easily tricks Frampton into believing her tale. Finally, it highlights human psychology, showing how fear and anxiety can influence our judgment. Let's now look at how the story is narrated. The story is told through a third-person narrator. Readers mainly experience events from Frampton's point of view, because we know only what Frampton knows. Vera's trick becomes much more believable, making the ending both surprising and humorous. Finally, let's examine the writer's style. Saki uses a simple yet elegant writing style filled with wit and humor. The story builds suspense through Vera's believable tale. Its greatest strength is irony, especially the unexpected ending. That completely changes the reader's understanding of events. The clever twist makes this story memorable and enjoyable. Let's end with the message of the story. The open window reminds us that people can easily be misled when they accept stories without questioning them. Through humor, suspense, and brilliant irony, Saki shows the power of imagination and the importance of thinking critically. Although the story is short, its clever ending leaves a lasting impression on every reader. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more English literature lessons. See you in the next literature lesson. Until then, keep reading, keep learning, and always look beyond appearances.